Hi ladies, this is push-up class for April 4th, Saturday. So the first thing we're gonna do is just get loosened up by doing some alternating lunges. So I just want you to reach back with your left foot, sink down, drag up through your right heel, and switch. Reach long, sink down, and switch. Make sure you keep your chest up and your shoulder blades back, pushing up through your front heel, keeping your front toe down, making sure to keep it against the ground at all times. I want you to do 10 to 15 per side, and 3 sets of every exercise, up to 4 sets. If you've got a dumbbell, you can hold onto it at your chest if you'd like to, in this set or in the ones to follow. Okay, the next thing we're gonna do is an inner thigh squat. So if you've got a dumbbell or a water jug, you can hold that in between your legs with your index finger and middle finger on the weight, and then wrap your thumbs on top. Your other fingers can just cradle the weight. Get your feet nice and even, making sure the heels are evenly spaced. The toes are equally turned out. Back straight, shoulder blades back, sink down, and drive up through your heels. Sink down in your big toe and up through your heels. Down and drive up. Down, hold, and back up. Hold for 2, 1, and back up. You can hold for up to 3 to 5 seconds per rep. Just get loosened up in your first set though, by doing brief holds. Stretching your inner thighs, squeeze your glutes as you stand up. Make sure to keep your weight distribution even across your inner thighs and hips. And keep your chest up and shoulder blades back. The hips go straight down. So just to show you a different view, make sure you're not turning your chest forward too much or pushing your hips out too much. And at least 10 to 12 of these with or without holds in your first set. Add holds in the next set. Now, the next thing we're gonna do are front raises. So grab dumbbells if you have them, or water bottles or canned goods if you don't. You wanna stand with your feet inside your hips. And you're gonna reach up and block your nose with your dumbbells. So reach up, making sure to cover in front of your nose. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this camera up so you can see. Reach up, block the nose. Reach up, block the nose, hold briefly. Hold for 2, 1, and down with control. Do 8 to 10 per side. If you've got a lighter weight, you can maybe do 12 per side when you're done with those. And do a little cardio. So I'm going to have you do either a tap out jack or a jumping jack. Do at least 20 of these, up to 30. So that was 25. Grab a little bit of water. Then I'm going to show you the next block, which is starting with a little plyo move that's also going to get your inner thighs. So space your feet evenly apart. Tilt this down again. Toes are open slightly. You're gonna lean to the right and drag up to your navel. Lean over, pushing your hip back. Keep your chest up. Drag your right knee underneath your navel. Sink and drag. If you want, you can hold the weight, but on your first set, just make sure you're doing it right. Show you a side view, reaching the hip back and dragging across. So notice I'm not pushing my knee forward, I'm sitting down and back. 8 to 12 of these per side. Okay, and then when you're ready to start your other side again, check your feet, make sure your toes are opened up a little bit and that they're even, and you're gonna lean to that left side and drag across to the navel. Keep your core tight and your chest up. And this will make 12. All right, so do that 3 to 4 times. Then the next thing in this block is a lateral raise. So you can grab the dumbbells you did front raises with, or you can grab slightly heavier. So I'm grabbing 10s, but you can grab 2s, 5s, 7s, water bottles, canned goods, whatever you have. All right, so elbows are behind the rib cage and they remain there. So you're gonna exhale, push your elbows up, hold at the bottom of your dumbbells. Down slowly, up strong. Soft knees, weights in the toes, feet are inside the hips. If you've got a heavier weight, you might only do 6 to 10 of these. If it's a little bit lighter, you can do 12. Till you start feeling your shoulders burning. Okay, from here we're gonna go right into a squat press. So you're gonna get your feet about hip distance apart. You're gonna squat down, heels up. Bring the weights up to your shoulders, squat down, press overhead. Down, heels up, down, heels up. Overhead and down slowly. Make sure you're not pushing your weights forward. When you go up with them, go overhead. Take your time on the way down. Do anywhere between 10 to 12 of these. All right, go ahead and set those down. And then we do a little speed skater. So just another cardiovascular move. So you're gonna squat down on one leg, reach across, and land it. If you want to add your arms, opposite arm in front, right arm in front of the left, left arm in front of the right. Push off of your big toe. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, that's block 2, so repeat that 3 to 4 times. We're gonna move on to block 3. So we've got inner thigh bridges, bicycles, and mountain climbers. So I'm gonna tilt this down so you can see. All right, if you do have a Pilates ring or a soft squishy ball, this is the Pilates ring, you can utilize that. If you do not have those items, that's fine. You're just going to keep your knees together and your feet together. So with the ring, you're gonna place that, if you have one, or the ball, above the knees, and you're gonna lift and squeeze the ring. If you don't have a ring or a ball, that's fine. Put your knees and feet together. Line your heels up behind your knees. Hands on your hips so you can feel your glutes engaged. And you're gonna keep your knees and feet together, squeezing, lifting up, and pushing your knees together, which will allow you to feel your inner thighs. It's gonna restrict how high up you can go, but that's okay, because you're working those inner thighs too, and you'll still get glute and hamstring. So your first few, just get up there and try to squeeze your knees together and stretch. And then after about 5 or 6, come up and hold for 3, 2, and come down to hover. Don't all the way down, just hover right above your mat or your blanket. And back down, up and hold. And back down, up and hold. Up and hold. Up and hold. 3, 2, 1, 3 more. Hold. And back down, and 2. And back down, last one. Hold it for 3, 2, and 1. The next thing is for your obliques, and you're also gonna get your low abs. So hands behind the head, and I'm gonna show the modification first. So if you don't want your knees to stay up, you can keep your feet down, and you're just gonna twist your left elbow across by your right knee, twisting first from your torso, then your right elbow across to the left side, and left to right, and right to left. If you want to make it a little harder, you can bring your knees up over your hips, and you're going to extend the opposite leg of the one that you're turning toward. So twist across and come back down. Up and across and back down. You want to do 8 to 12 of these per side. You can do up to 15 if you're really strong in your core. Per side, make sure your feet and knees stay about the same height. They'll drop a little bit, but you don't want to drop down too much. All right, after you finish that, you're gonna do a mountain climber, and you can do this slowly or quickly, but you wanna get yourself into a plank first on your hands. So try to place your hands on the very edge of your mat if you're going to, but preferably out beside or in front of your mat. Get your knees lined up under your hips, reach back long into a plank. Once you have your plank and your cores on, you're gonna bring your knee to your chest and switch. I'm only lifting my foot about 2 inches above the ground to come in, working my core. Or if you want to go more quickly, try to keep your hips down and you can run. Just make sure you keep your chest out. Do that 10 to 15 times per side. And then take a break, get some water, then start that cycle over again. All right, thank you so much. Happy workout.